Good morning. I am in my tent here. We slept last night without our fly on because it is so hot and humid. I just got dressed, which I normally don't do until a little bit later, and my clothes are still wet from the sweat yesterday. These are some really hot days. But someone asked, besides the hiking that we see you guys doing, what is a normal day in the life? So I thought I would show you. I'm alone in my tent right now because we have a very, very divide and conquer situation in the morning to get ready. So Matthew and I wake up together, and then he leaves and goes off to go to the bathroom, and then he pulls our food bags down and starts to get our food ready for the day, and I pack up our tent. So I'll show you what that looks like. This is the general state of disrepair that our tent is in every morning, and so it is my job to pack up. Matthew's back. There he is. He's taking down our food bags, and our water's there at the base of the tree. He will start to get our food out for the day. There goes the food. And I will get my act together here. Our water filters are hanging from the side of the tent because they were so wet from filling at the spring last night, but nothing dried overnight. Okay, so I am packed up now, and I will take everything out of the tent, and then I need to get out so I can eat breakfast and help with the big pack up. I have this great gray mat that weighs almost nothing. We use them for seat pads, and I put it under my mat to keep my mat a little bit quieter at night and to keep it from moving. So I will fold that in half and lay all of our stuff outside the door so that we can have it ready to pack our packs. Okay, I'm outside of the tent, and here's what Matthew has done for us. What he does for us every morning is he sets up breakfast. So he and I currently are having Fig Newtons. The girls are full on eating Nutty Buddies for breakfast at this point. Amelia always eats a peanut butter because she's hungry. And then he sets out all of our food for the day. So this is my bar and drink mixes, candy. That'll go in my fanny pack for the day. Over here he has for himself and for the girls. And then this is the rest of our breakfast. Carnation Instant Breakfast has vitamins. The girls love it. It's our like chocolate drink in the morning. We all drink out of the same one, and we just drink down 8 ounces each, and then some jerky. Originally, we thought we could have Carnation Instant Breakfast and then hit the trail, and then after a little while eat a bar, and that could be our breakfast. But we learned pretty early on that that was not enough food, especially for Amelia. She was starving, so that's why we had to add in meat, and now she eats peanut butter as well. We were doing the Hostess or Little Debbie coffee cakes for a long time. We all kind of got sick of those, so Matthew and I switched to Fig Newtons, which we really like, and then the girls at a resupply where we couldn't find anything else picked these Nutty Buddies and have been doing that for a few weeks, and they love those. So breakfast time to pack. Matthew carries the 3-person tent that he and I sleep in. I carry the poles for the 2 and 3-person tent. And over here, they are just finishing the takedown of the 2-person tent. Amelia carries the tent. Charlotte carries our food bags, and then we all carry parts of meals. Matthew and I carry breakfast because they're the heaviest. Charlotte and Amelia carry different pieces of our dinners. So, time to put all this stuff in our packs. All right, packed up and ready to go. It's 8:35. The alarm went off at 7. That's actually really good for our family. We were at over 2 hours, almost 2.5 some mornings. So to cut it down to an hour and a half from the alarm and about an hour and 15 minutes from when Matthew and I kind of actually get going is pretty good for us. So on we hike. That's our way. Northern Virginia, West Virginia, and Maryland are far more populated, so we have a lot more road crossings in this area. A stop after about 3.5 miles to filter some water. And a water crossing. It is 11:35. We just stopped at the Raven Rock shelter, which is a beautiful brand new 2-level shelter. We're calling this our bar break. The girls love these protein Kodiak bars, and Matthew and I are having some Cliff bars. We are also calling this our poopertunity. So anytime that you have the ability to use a privy, 2 of us needed to wait very badly and get to the privy. 2 of us had to go into the woods this morning and dig a hole. So we'll have a short break here, and then we're trying to make it to Penmar State Park this afternoon. We've got this rocky descent, trying to figure out where the trail even went. We've decided to take our lunch break. We have some nice rocks to sit on. Charlotte's over here. It is 1 o'clock, so it's a good time for lunch. We're 2.3 from a state park, so we'll go there for water fill up and trash and a nice rest. But for now, it's time for lunch, which will be summer sausage, Asiago cheese, nuts, crackers, things like that. So lunchtime. Well, again, it's not a normal day, but we've stopped for some ice cream at Penmar Park on the Pennsylvania-Maryland border. There's a live band. So this is a fun part of our day today. It's so hot. Well, our day in the life of a backpacker video changed a lot because we are not outside, not making camp like we thought we would be, because I don't think you can even, there we go. It is absolutely pouring rain outside. A little while ago it was raining so hard that it was just white. So this was our thinking for why we came to a hotel tonight. We were going to camp tonight and go to hotel tomorrow, but we got to that great state park. We knew the weather was going to get really bad. We decided to do a hotel tonight and then hike while it's nice tomorrow and then just stay out. So we came into town a day early. So our night of day in a life, I'll pick up tomorrow and you can see how we do when we get to camp at night. So wait a day while we wait a day to get out of this rain. Well, I keep thinking we can do a day in the life video, but our day is very strange again today. We're back at the park. Keystone, our incredible shuttle driver with his dog, Luke Trailwalker, came and picked us up to drop us off, where we realized Charlotte's got something going on inside her mouth, and we're heading out in the woods for 4 days. So we are actually going to get picked back up again at the park and take her to an urgent care, just because if we get out in the woods and she does have an infection, we need to be able to get it taken care of. So the girls are happily playing in the rain on this zip line, and we're waiting for Keystone to come back.
3, 2, 1, go!
Well, our day in the life comes back to this park again for the third day in a row. We will get our packs on and get going and have a normal rest of our day, fingers crossed, because it hasn't been normal now for a few days. Well, here we have a doe and her fawn. The fawn's in the sunlight, so it's hard to see her spots, but she's all spotted white. She was hiding behind the tree. So our wildlife spotting for today. Girls are taking some pictures. Old Forge Park for lunch today. We can get some water we don't have to filter, and a picnic table, and I believe there's bathrooms somewhere. We always have candy in the afternoon. Sometimes we eat it while we walk, sometimes we take a break. Today we took a break. The girls are practicing some baton twirling with their hiking poles and having a break from the packs on our shoulders. So the afternoon candy break is always a good time. Today's day in the life also includes a stop at a blueberry patch for some picking of snacks. We just had our candy break. That last video I took was about 7 minutes ago. Okay, so we're done with our 16-mile day. It's a really steep 0.3 down to this shelter, but the camping areas, which we prefer, especially because of the bugs outside right now, has a picnic table. This is the first time we've ever had this. So now that we're here, we're going to open our bags, get out our food, get out our tent, and start our evening chores, our camp chores. The other big bummer about this shelter site, besides it being 0.3 downhill from the trail, is that it's an additional 0.2 or 0.3 straight downhill to a spring. So collecting water tonight is going to be a pain, but there was literally not another shelter that we could go to. So we'll start camp chores now and get ready for dinner. Okay, now it's time to make dinner. The girls are going to have ramen. Matthew and I are going to have chicken and rice. We have hot sauce and Parmesan cheese for the meals if we want them. Pepitas, which are pumpkin seeds. We love those in our dinners. And crispy onions. They're super light and they make the dinners taste really good. So here we go to make dinner. Filtering the water, Matthew walked 0.6 round trip to get for drinking tonight and for breakfast in the morning and drinking for the first part of our hike tomorrow.
It's cold. It's good.
Dinner's done. Ready to eat. All right, it's almost hiker midnight. It's 8:13. We're getting ready to turn in soon. Matthew and I put all the food, organized it all for tomorrow and put it in the bear box. And We brush our teeth at the site. We go away from the tents to spit it into the woods. And then we're pretty much done for the night. We'll just get in our tents and set them up. All right, so I am in my tent. It is 8:27. We are getting ready for bed. Matthew is sitting at the picnic table and the girls are playing. I usually get the tent started in the setup at night and he comes in, but tonight I'm just gonna set up the whole tent and then he's gonna come in for bed. So here is the setup that I have to do at night. So I have all of our stuff lined up here down the middle of the tent. Those are my socks. And I will systematically now start blowing up and organizing all of these things. Oh, all right, so that took 6.5 minutes, including when I knocked the camera down. It took about 12 minutes the other morning when I was packing everything up, including when I knocked the camera down. So it takes about half as long to set up as it does to take down. But I am now ready to go. This is Matthew's side. He's ready to come in. We're ready to call the girls into their tent from playing up in the woods, and we're ready to go to bed. So thanks for enjoying and being with us on our day in the life, even though it wound up being a day, 3 days in the life with our little medical stop in the middle. But we are done with our camp chores, done with everything we need. We're gonna sleep again tonight without our fly on. It's gonna be 57 tonight. It was like 75 today, so it was a really beautiful day. So perfect night to sleep under the trees, kind of under the stars, here in our tent at Rocky Mountain Shelter in Pennsylvania.